Okay, yeah, I lost my video, sorry, but what we're doing here is I had to tie this thing to the container Wednesday night in those wind gusts. And this was leaning on about a 30-degree angle to the left, the whole thing. The windows didn't break, but the studs around them got really tweaked out. Andy went through and straightened them all out for me. I think they'll survive. I might want to change a couple of them, but I'll see how that goes. But I left the rope tied to the container. And while I was tying this thing off in those gusts that night and trying to pull this back up using a trucker's hitch, right where you see that big knot on there, right from about there, a gust came and hit that shed, and I had it back up straight like it is. It hit that shed, it lifted me off the ground and dropped me right where those plywoods are. And I was still holding the rope. That's how strong the wind was out here. It was a hellacious, and it was all night long. I thought for sure I should probably rotate my bed and put my feet on the other side of the motorhome, because it was rocking that motorhome to the right so much I thought it was going to flip over. And I figured if I put my head on this side, on the left side as we're looking at it, and it did flip over, I'd land on my feet. Anyway, that's over with and done with. I put a couple more solar lights out here that I found laying around. Got those up and running. I'll show you my grapevines real quick, and then I'll close this off because I want to get out of here. I running a little late. I still got things to put away. That grapevine's got some fresh growth on it. As you can see, it's doing just fine. And all of these showed great moisture on them. So I didn't water them all the way up until today. And then I gave them all just a couple of gallons of water to keep them going. But they're plenty moist. And you can see all of the growth on this thing. It's really doing well. And it's got buds all the way around it here, as you can see, and it's got new ones coming out up here. Yep. And it's got new ones coming out down there. So this one's going to do real good. Can't wait to see what it looks like in a couple of months. Probably be eating grapes by then. This one still has its little bud on the top, not going anywhere since that little bud popped out, but that's about it. And that one over there I think is dead, but I have somewhere around 30 more grapevines sprouts at my house. Those will be coming up here, and I've got about 14 apple trees that are all clones that are going to be coming up here. That's about it. I've already showered. I've already locked up the motorhome. I've got everything put away. Oh yeah, I did move the outhouse. It was getting to that point where after a year with the little tiny 6-inch diameter by 3-foot deep hole, I had to move it over and dig a much bigger hole. And this time I got a 3-foot by 3-foot by 3-foot. I took a cubic yard out. And then the original hole here I buried with it and put a plate of steel over it, and I put a big heavy rock on top of that and then covered it over with dirt so I don't have to worry about animals digging it up and having it spread all over the place here. That's about it. I'm heading out of here. G Bear signing off.